And welcome back to the show. Bronx Community College's Nursing and Allied Health Sciences mission is to prepare students to contribute to a global society and a diverse workforce as productive and well-educated healthcare professionals. Now, the school is currently offering an associate's degree in nursing. And the question is, what can interested students expect from the program once you get enrolled? Well, we've got some people who can help us with that and answer. Joining us to share a little bit more in the details is BCC's Nursing Program Director, Shanell Rawls, as well as BCC Alum and Registered Nurse at Emergency Department at Lincoln Medical and Mental Health Center, Patricia Grullon. And thank you both for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Shanell, I guess I'll start with you. Obviously, a program that really puts people on the path to a great medical career. Share with us a little bit about what the program encompasses.
Sure, I'd be happy to do that. So we are a 2-year program, 2-year nursing course program. When you're done with the program, you will get an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing, and you will be prepared to take the NCLEX RN exam, which ultimately gives you a license to practice as a registered nurse in New York State. The program, once you're in the clinical nursing sequence, is 4 semesters. Of course, there are some prerequisites prior to getting in, but those 4 clinical semesters give our students the opportunity to work in various specialties. So during the clinical semester, students will go into med-surg, maternal newborn health, obstetrics, mental health, pediatrics, and this gives them a foundation in nursing different specialties, and also helps to prepare them for clinical judgment and critical thinking skills to help pass the NCLEX exam.
Yeah. Share with me a little bit about how long the program is and how long students are in for.
So the actual degree is a 2-year degree. Most students do take longer than 2 years because there are prerequisites prior to getting into the clinical nursing sequence. And those include biology, microbiology, and some of the general ed courses, English, communications, and so forth. So once they have completed the prerequisites and pass the nursing entrance exam, then they're admitted into the clinical sequence, which is 2 years total.
Yeah. And Patricia, for yourself, obviously you're an alumni and you went through the program. How was it for you, and what was the learning environment like?
So I can say that applying to the BCC nursing program has been one of the best decisions of my life. And the environment was, I can say, very inclusive. I really have to highlight that BCC, a lot of nurses that graduate from BCC are minorities. I really felt like I belonged there, that they were always there for me, that uniqueness that each student is bringing, they can help them grow into a capable professional. And that once they're out there into the nursing career, those differences that they have, they will help them, as I said, grow. I would say that, as I said before, the environment was always inclusive. I always felt like I could reach out to my professors, I could reach out to my classmates, and that we'll help each other, to get into this beautiful profession.
Yeah. And for you, Patricia, share with me this, because you graduate and then you get into the field. How much did you find yourself really applying what you got over at BCC right in your workplace?
It would be surprising because when I was a student, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like a lot of people can relate that you feel like, oh my God, I'm not going to be prepared for this role. But once you get out there is when you realize that the solid foundation that you get from the BCC nursing program. And once you apply those principles, those skills that were given to you and that were provided to you, you realize that you're able to get into any nursing role that you would like to be, because they not only provide you with clinical skills that will help you take care of patients during the most vulnerable moments of their lives, but also with they help you with the ability to make good judgment, make good decisions, when you face ethical dilemmas, which is something that we see every day in healthcare and also in our daily lives.
Yeah. And so I want to come back and talk with Shanell and tell me a little bit more about just this program itself, the experience itself. You have a lot of people who take this program, they go on like Patricia, and it's a great testimony. But for a lot of people, it's somewhat cumbersome because you are talking about nursing. You're talking about a career that's really intense. Walk us through a little bit about how somebody can breathe going into a program such as this, because there is a lot of, anxiety and pressure sometimes when you're taking on such a great career like this, but it's quite burdensome.
Absolutely. I can say that as much as we try to reduce the anxiety of our students, it really is not much we can say to help them until they get more comfortable being in the role of a nursing student. It is a rigorous program. It is a program that requires a lot of your time, your studying, and many of our students are second degree students who may have worked in the workforce in another capacity and now have decided to come into nursing. We have nursing students who are in the healthcare professions in another capacity. We have students who have families who work full time. So a lot of anxiety goes into being a nursing student, not only with BCC, but just in general. And we try to encourage students to use the resources of the program and of the school so that it can help them maintain their time management and be the most effective they can be as a nursing student. Because ultimately our goal is to get you passed, graduated, and successfully passed the NCLEX exam.
And so, Shanell,
yeah.
I'm sorry. Last word I want to get in with you before we wrap up is that I wanted to ask if there's a potential nursing student out there. What are the deadlines for somebody to say, "Listen, I want to get in"?
Well, for the fall semester, which begins in about 2 weeks, we've already accepted our classes, but we are accepting applications on a rolling basis. We admit students every semester. We send a broadcast not only to the school community, but to the community in the Bronx to let them know when we are accepting. So we don't have our deadline date for the next semester yet, but anyone who's interested in the program can go to the BCC website and keep up with the announcements that we make and to keep abreast of when we will be accepting students for the next semester, the spring 2022 semester.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us, and congratulations, Patricia, on being an alumnus and doing the great work. And Shanell, thank you so much for being with us and letting us know what's going on at BCC.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All righty. Now, if you want more information, we do encourage you to visit BCC at their website, and you can find out all about their nursing program. I'm Daren Jaime. We got more shows. Stay with us coming up right after this.